As a young, caring, nurturing young boy, all I ever wanted to do was just show and share my love. I've met a couple of you guys in here, so I think you'd agree that kind of is how I come off. At least that's always my intention. But something happened my first day of first grade that changed that for me. So I'm sitting next to my twin sister, Whitney, and we overhear the teachers start to say, the following people, when you hear your name called, line up over here, and she's pointing to this light blue stone wall. Justin, Jason, Allison, Whitney. Whitney? Well, why is her name getting called? You know, I'm starting to get this cold nervousness going to me, but I just sit still because I'm just going to wait to hear my name get called. Paige, Jess, Matt. And then she gets to the final name. And it's not mine. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this huge wall in the center of the room starts to open up, and I'm watching half of my class march into the other side of this room and my twin sister. And like this huge elevator door closing, the wall shuts. And I'm feeling like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I raised my hand and asked the teacher, what just happened? Where did half our class go? Where did my sister just go? And she said, well, they all scored higher on their testing. And what I heard was that you're not enough, you're not smart enough, and you're just not enough to be loved. And it may not sound like a big deal, but that followed me my whole life until recently. I would form this self-sabotage relationship I had with myself and with life. I would be depressed. I fell into addiction for a long time. I got arrested, and then I had to try that several times because I didn't quite understand. Kind of like a college course, you know, you got to take it over and over, and you know, to get it. But I always got the participation points, you know, so I was always getting those. But you know, eventually it got to a point where I realized that I got to stop this cycle. This has to stop. And what I did was start to invest in myself, and it started with my pocketbook. I had to start to put a financial value on what I thought I was worth, and it actually had to be money. And so I reached out and I got a coach, realizing I just can't do this on my own. I cannot do this alone anymore. So I invested in a coach and was able to, number one, through that experience, to identify and name my fears. And number two, by doing that, was able to be much more available to myself and to my life, to be participating and showing it that, you know, I'm in it to win it. And so what this did, it allowed me to pull out of me my masterpiece, because I'd always had a dream as a kid to sing and to play the piano. And so that is what I pulled out, was this ability to sing and play piano. And if you have that masterpiece in you and you know it's in you, but you can't get it pulled out of you, you know what that feeling is, because it eats you very down in a low place. It eats at you in a way that's palpable. And that's what happened for me. So I want to just offer this suggestion as far as fear, like standing up here right now, wondering, what am I going to say next? Because you know what? I'm drawing a blank, but you know what? Here's the thing. This is real life, all right? And you can't be attached to outcomes. I'm not. I sing, I make up songs in the moment as I perform them, and I do a damn good job of it. You know what? Because it's about being real. We're all here for the same reason, but let's be real, okay? So I'm being real with you right now. Fear is the only thing that when you walk towards it, goes away. And if you guys have any fears, or if you have that masterpiece inside you that you know you need to get out and you know is eating at you, come see me afterward. I'd love to chat with you a little further about that process of getting that out of you, so you don't have to die with your masterpiece still inside you. Thank you.